Hi, my dear friends. Hope you are doing well. My name is Anand, and I welcome you in the beautiful session of TOC. So, in this session, we are going to learn the equivalence of the finite automatas. So, let's see first what do you mean by the equivalence of the finite automata? It means that how do you identify or recognize the given two finite automatas are equal or same or not. It means that both functions are same or not, or whether they accept the same language or not. Right. So this is what you mean by the equivalence. Now, to know this, certain rules we need to follow. And the steps to identify the equivalence is in front of you. So the first step what it says that for any pair of states qi qj, the transition for input a belongs to sigma is defined by qa and qb. So what I mean by that? So here we need to go with the pairing in which one element will be of one finite automata and the second element of the pair will be of the second finite automata. For example, Qi and Qj is a pair, and with input A, these are transiting to a new states, and though the states may be Qa and Qb. So here technically it is given here Qi with input A is transiting to Qa, whereas Qj with input A is transiting to Qb. Now we got this new pair Qa Qb. So what it is given here, see, for a pair, if one is intermediate state and other is the final state, then the two finite automatas are not equal. In the sense, the pair which we got, in that both elements, both the states should be of intermediate states, both should be final states, or both should be non-final states. If it is so, then we can say that both the finite automatas are equal, else these are not equal. And the second rule, what it says, if initial state is final state of one automata, then same should be the state of other finite automata to get the equivalence. All right. So this is all about the definition and understanding of what do you mean by the equivalence and the working mechanism of the two finite automatas. So let's see with one simple example. So here you can see one simple example of finding out the equivalence of two finite automatas. So let's call this first finite automata as an M1 and the second finite automata as an M2. So let's see whether M1 is equal to M2 or not. So to find, we have to go with the pairing just now we talked. So the pairing is nothing but there are the two elements where the first element is always of the M1 and the second element is always of the M2, right? So how these elements should be, either both should be final or both should be non-final. It is also called as intermediate state or intermediate state. Right. So let's follow the same rule with the same example. So to see this, we have to go with one simple state table, and I will draw it here. See, yeah. So on the left side, we have to go with the states, and onto the right side, we have to go with the inputs given here are x and y. Let's divide this. Yeah. So let's go with the first pair, and always the first pair should be the initial state of the finite automata. So if you see here, In the above finite atomaters, A and D are the initial states. So let's consider A and D as the first pair, as they are the initial states. Now we have to check these states with the inputs X as well as Y. Now let's see, A is transiting A is transiting to A with input X, and whereas D is transiting to D with input X. So the pair we got here is AD. Now let's check it out for the input Y. So A is transiting to B with input Y, and D is transiting to E with input Y. So here we finished the first step. All right. So now let's check it out. Are there any new pairs which we got? So these are the two pairs. Out of this, AD already we worked on, and the second pair we received is BE. So now the second pair we have to work on it is the BE. So again, we have to follow the same procedure. So now let's see, B is transiting to C with input X, and E is transiting to F with input X, right? So this finishes the pair. Now similar way, B is transiting to A with input Y, and E is transiting to D with input Y, right? So this finishes the second step. Again, out of the four, already we have worked on AD pair, BE pair, AD pair. So new received is CF. So now we have to work on the CF pair. So let's see. C is transiting to B with X, and F is transiting to, and F is transiting to G with the input X. C is transiting to C with Y, and F is transiting to F with input Y. So out of all the pairs we received, BG is the new state you can see here. So let's work out with the BG. So B with X is transiting to C, and G with X is transiting to F. G with Y is transiting to D, and B with Y is transiting to A, and this completes the pair, right? So if you see here, in all the received pairs, now there is no any pair on which we have not worked on. Already we have finished with AD, BE, CF and BG. So if you see all the pairs, right, either they are the intermediate state. AD, if you see, this is the final state, this is the final state, right? So this is the intermediate state. A is final state and D is also final state. So from the above definition, right, from the above definition, as all the pairs which we received are either they are final or they are non-final, from this we can conclude that both the finite atomatas are equal, right? So here is a simple example of working of equivalence of finite atom matter. I hope you people understood this.